Hello everybody. I know a couple of you have had some problems still trying to draw the third shape for 5.6, so I wanted to make a different video for you, show you a different way of doing this, see if that helps you in case you are having problems. So I'm going to start with a new drawing. I chose the metric folder. I'm going to do standard millimeter IPT. Go ahead and hit create. I do want to make sure I'm in centimeters though. That way I don't have to worry about my units. So I'm going to go to tools, document settings, and then units, and then change them to centimeters. That way I can just enter all my dimensions as centimeters. That's the grid they gave me. Come back to 3D model, and then I'm going to start 2D sketch. I want to do the front of this object first, so like the thing about the deeper cutout. So I'm going to do the XY plane. I'm going to move my origin down the bottom left of my screen, so I want that to be my bottom left corner of my object. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go over 9 centimeters first. That is how wide this piece is. And then it is 5 centimeters tall, so I can just go up and type in 5. And then it is 1 centimeter over till I start my V-cut. So I'm going to do that. And then I can actually go ahead and hover over my bottom line, and that little green dot turns green. That means that's the midpoint of that line. If I go up, it keeps a dotted line to let me know I'm in line with that midpoint. And I'm just going to go and put a dot right there for right now. Continue it up. And then continue over. I know I'm not dimension right now. That's okay. I can come back and clean this up in a second. And then go ahead and finish it off. So I know this last side, go ahead and dimension. This last side's 5. I saw it show 5 when I did that, and it says you're over-constrained it, so I know that's correct. This one doesn't need to be 1 though. I did not set that. So I'm going to go ahead and type that 1 there. And then it moved my V, so that's okay. I can go ahead and just click the bottom of my V and the side, and then that should be 4.5. It's half a 9. And this point should also be 1 centimeter off the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 1 for that. So that is my front view right there, dimensioned, ready to go. I wanted to dimension or draw the back of it now. To do that, I'm going to turn on my planes. I'm going to my origin folder. I want the XY plane, but I'm going to do a plane. I'm not going to hit the top part, I'm going to hit the bottom part because I want an offset plane, offset from plane. And I want to take this and I want to offset it. And I can click and drag it, or you see the number is changing. It's a negative number. So this one is 4 centimeters deep. So I can go ahead and just type in -4, and then it puts that plane right exactly where I want it. And then from there, I can go ahead and say start sketch, and I want to sketch on that right there. Now this is in my way, so I could turn that off, but one thing I do want to do is make sure I start at the same point. So I'm going to go ahead and do project geometry, and I want to project this point right here, and then I can go back, and then in my browser, right click on sketch 1, and then uncheck visibility. That way I see my point I projected. That way I know those two corners are aligned, and I can go ahead and draw that back view. So once again, I'm going to start that origin bottom left corner. It is still 9 centimeters over. It is still 5 centimeters tall. And then this one's different. So it actually goes over 2 centimeters. So I'm going to type in 2 here. And then I'm not going to worry about my V at this point because my last one moved on me. So I'm just going to draw a V. And then make sure that, and then come down, make sure it says 5. It does, so that side's good. I do need to dimension this part right here. I was pretty close. It needs to be 2. This one, actually, I'm going to measure that V to the top here. It only drops down 2 centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and label that 2. I do need to center it though. So I'm going to go ahead and do from that point to the side. And then that should be 4.5 again. And that looks good. I can finish sketch, and you go back in my browser and right click on sketch 1 and recheck visibility, and I should be ready to loft now. I'm going to kind of keep things less confusing. I'm going to turn off the visibility of this work plane, so I'm going to check that visibility, and I see my 2 drawings. So I'm kind of cluttered right now with my dimensions, but now I should be able to do my loft, and I'm going to loft from this sketch here to this sketch up here and hit OK. And notice I didn't click anything else over here. It knew what I wanted to do. The arrows look good to me, and you can turn your object to orbit, make sure everything looks straight so far, and if it looks good, hit OK. And there's my part. So my part's ready to go, and it's a little bit easier way for some people to make it this way. So I want to give you a different view or a different way of doing it. So if you have any questions, let me know, but thank you very much.